Dying in the wilderness. How many of us just won't move past our fears? How many of us is caught in our mind over a disappointment? Our children are facing in our neighborhoods crime and violence and drugs. Some of us are stifled. Some of us are baffled or perplexed. Life has thrown them a curveball, and we're just in the wilderness, refusing to move towards our promised land. In Numbers 13:30, silence the people before Moses. He said, we can take the promised land. We can certainly do it. So stay with us today, because no one needs to die in the wilderness. The story of the children of Israel depicts a people who was in slavery or in bondage. They cried out to God to be set free. God sent Moses to free the people. They traveled through the wilderness to get to the promised land. After all the miracles, after all the opposition that they overcame in the wilderness, coming out of slavery, they was on the brinks of going into their promised land, but they refused, and they died in the wilderness. In 1863, President Abe Lincoln signed off on the bill called the Emancipation Proclamation, which set the slaves free. Unfortunately, the state of Texas, somehow word didn't get down to that state. So all the other states, the slaves was living free, but in Texas, they were still living in bondage. See, today's message is called Dying in the Wilderness. I'm here to let you know today that you are free. You are free because God sent Jesus Christ, His Son, to die on the cross for you. You no longer have to allow the enemy whispers. You don't have to march at his orders anymore. You are free because God has a plan. God has a purpose. God has a destination for you in your life. Let me close with this. I don't know what you faced in your past, but instead of allowing your past to cripple your future, step on its ugly head and allow it to catapult you into a new season in your life. God uses our past failures, our past experiences, our past challenges to equip us for where He's taking us. No, we don't have to die in the wilderness. Our children don't have to die in the wilderness. Our marriage doesn't have to die in the wilderness. Our business doesn't have to die in the wilderness. Our ministry doesn't have to die in the wilderness. How do I know this? Because God has a promised land for you.